Check, check. We're live. We're not live. I'm just recording a video. Welcome to the next AlphaWorld update. It's been a while since I recorded one of these, so sorry if I'm a little out of practice. It's also late at night. Boyfriend's asleep on the bed, so it's dark in here. I'm sorry. Check out the skin, by the way. It's a Soviet officer. My boyfriend made it. Hello. Incredible. Thank you. Huge shout out him. Anyways, so let's get going here. I have a lot to discuss with you guys. First of all, what the hell happened? I stopped streaming for a while. I also stopped playing on AlphaWorld for a while. I stopped doing a lot of things for a while. In AlphaWorld, there's a little lore explanation, but I'll tell you that later. First, I'll tell you what happened in real life. I just got cheated on. It sucked really bad. But, you know, it happens. Is what it is. But in the lore of AlphaWorld, the person who happened to cheat on me was someone who has played on AlphaWorld before. Just because they know me in real life and they're like, oh, this guy has a Minecraft server, I want to check it out. So, and their names, I'm not going to tell you their name in real life, but their username is Ironic Pineapple in this Minecraft situation. So, in the lore, there's a great betrayal in the Malthinian state, the Malthinian authoritative state, a great power disagreement and a great betrayal, like I said, by Ironic Pineapple to the Central Committee. Ironic Pineapple's not a member of a Central Committee. They were just a honey farmer, but they caused a rebellion and basically initiated a communist revolution of an authoritarian state in AlphaWorld. So the Malthinian state was destroyed, not physically, but politically. And what replaced it was the new Malthinian communes, which exist now. It consists of Malthinian, or New Malthinia, the main nation state, which is my base. But it's also the base of like several other players, including Ironic Pineapple when they were playing. A lot of people base out of New Malthinia. This isn't New Malthinia, this is Spawn. But anyways, yeah. So the New Malthinian communes exist. There's quite a few settlements, quite a few, I say, like 4 settlements that are a part of the New Malthinian communes, and they're still functional. All those people are still playing on AlphaWorld. Anyways, so here, where we're at right now is Spawn. As you can see, it looks a little different. I built this cathedral. I think it's pretty fucking cool. Yeah, it's not done. None of this stuff at Spawn is done. It's all a gigantic work in progress. And I know as soon as I make this video, hopefully people are going to be getting online, but that also means most of this stuff will be gone very quickly. That's fine. I'm designing it to be modular, and currently we've got some industry going on. I've got some really basic like obsidian farming and shit like that. We've got a village cell, typically, I always make those, and then we've got just an agricultural sector here. I built this barge. I always like to show off my vehicles in these AlphaWorld updates. I built this little item barge. Basically, the idea is you fill it up with items from the agricultural part of the city, and then you move it that way and put all the items in the industrial part of the city. So I don't know. It's just a silly little thing. But first of all, I wanted to mention something that has been kind of obvious, I think, but maybe not completely clear. AlphaWorld is like a gigantic social experiment. I'm not saying I'm like trying to pull the hood over anyone's eyes or anything. I'm not decepting anyone with what's going on. It's just a Minecraft server, but it's also very much a social experiment. Like, what I've tried to create is scarcity and industry with the prevalence of being able to create a state or multiple states in a game. Minecraft is what I picked, but it could have been any game. I just think Minecraft was probably the best choice. And as such, there are people who join the server who have their own political ideologies, far left, far right, or center, and they apply them to their gameplay. This happens constantly. It doesn't matter if it's a child, if it's a teenager who's playing the game, they do it. And something interesting happened. About 7 months ago, I added Skulk to AlphaWorld. I made a crafting recipe from Prismarine, of course, in which you can very carefully get sculk components, or sorry, I just got distracted. There's someone shouting outside my window. You can very slowly get sculk components if you get enough prismarine, especially sculk catalysts. And I didn't think much of it because you can't spawn wardens with player-made sculk, right? That's true. But it feels like someone didn't really get that because for some reason recently there has been someone logging in. I haven't caught them, but they are putting sculk catalysts around spawn. And I swear to the Lord that it wasn't me. Like, I didn't do it. But they're there. And there's a few shriekers out there too. And when I noticed that, first of all, I assumed that the shriekers just came from the catalyst naturally generating them like they do. And the shriekers can't spawn wardens. But then an idea hit me. What if they could? What if we had wardens on AlphaWorld? What if we had yet another thing making this server impossibly difficult to play on? I think that's a pretty cool idea. So what I did was I put in, I think it was 40 command blocks in series. They're chain command blocks. I'm not going to tell you where they are. And what they do is they scan a region around spawn, which is where this anarchist was putting the sculk. They scan a region around spawn. If they find any sculk shriekers, they convert them into summonable sculk shriekers, which means they can summon wardens. And so this kind of wall of sculk that this random fucking anarchist built around spawn is now incredibly dangerous. I'll show you what I mean. I've already implemented it, and if you guys know anything about wardens, you know why I'm fucking scared shitless right now. Because I know they're out here. Is that one? I think it is. Yeah, that's definitely a warden. So there they are. They're out there. And I'm not going to go any fucking closer than that because I've already almost died like 4 times. And I've got a full kit. Anyways, just to recap, we have wardens now on AlphaWorld. You know what else we have on AlphaWorld? Guns, tanks, planes, and bombs. So it's not like these are entirely uncompatible threats to the AlphaWorld societies. We can handle this, but they're hard to fight. If you take a look at my ammunition here, I always carry 3 stacks of ammunition in the left side of my inventory. I had a fight with one warden just to see if I could take it down. And it got me down to like 2 or 1.5 hearts several times. Just by screaming at me. It never smacked me. Never smacked me a single time. Otherwise, I'd probably be dead. But they're fast. They're mean. They know exactly where you are, and they're terrifying. Look how much of my ammunition is gone, and I didn't kill it. And this is high grade ammunition. This is mid range, so it's not the most powerful ammunition you can have. It's mid range. Still, it's kind of terrifying. So yeah, now that it's implemented, I've got kind of a sense of complete fear. Like when I go out there to do agriculture out in the boonies or whatever, they follow me. Like the wardens will follow you from a long ways away if they detect you at all. If you're in a loaded chunk with them, they will continue to follow you. I think they've got a pretty insane range. So I just look out my window at night a lot of the time, just to see if they followed me home. This shit's scary. This is a great time to hop on AlphaWorld if you haven't done so already. Hope you guys have a good night. I'll catch you later.